Good morning. It's me. Lucy's in attendance, as you can see over my right shoulder. Right. Yeah, this is right. I get confused when I lose. Like, look, it's a mirror reflection, and I'm not too bright, so that kind of happens a lot. What else was I gonna say? Oh, game last night, Philly and Dallas. I turned the game on. The game is 6 seconds old. There's a player on the field. He tore his LCL and his ACL on the kickoff. He's gone for probably the year. I mean, that's just it's horrible. But they don't even talk about that because the other guy, Carter, goes up and gets into it with the Dak, the quarterback for the Cowboys, and spits on him. Now, I gotta tell you, that's just not cool. Okay? First of all, if you're gonna spit in somebody, if you think you're gonna get, it's the dumbest thing you really want to do, then spit in his face. But that's still so disgusting. I don't even want to think about it. But these guys, I mean, and the guy could see that he was wrong and everything, and he was like, this is going to cost me big time. I know guys that have gotten traded off teams because of that, And I don't know if he's got how much time he has on the team, so it's possible he's gone. The team won't put up with that. Oh, they're the Eagles, so they might put up with it. Who knows? But he says he thought that Dak spit on him. And I said, well, you thought? I mean, you usually know when somebody's spitting on you, I mean, if they miss, that means they weren't intending to spit on you. But, this is the NFL, folks. What can I tell you? So that was it. That was the game last night. And then the first half was pretty good. The second half was kind of boring and depressing. They had like a 20, 25 minutes something, or longer than that, I guess, delay because of lightning. And I'm sitting there saying, when I was in high school, I played football in snow, rain, hail, with nobody in the stands. I never once saw a game canceled. They started doing it after I left school, a few years after I left school, because the deal was that they make a lot of money off the game, and when it gets, people weren't going to the game. So it's when they show up to the game is when they make the money, the concessions. That's where the big money is, folks. So you understand something? When you go to the game, the big money's in the concessions. That $20 hot dog out at the, or is it $25 hot dog now out at the U.S. Open? I don't know. That's so ridiculous. It's not even something I want to think about. Okay, so that takes care of how he got thrown out and everything, and it's just so stupid. And they're lucky they won the game. But it proves one thing about the Cowboys: when it comes to clutch, they don't have it. And I'm not talking about this is the second half of the game now after the rain delay and everything like that. And look, the Eagles didn't put anything together. The Eagles just stopped them. That's all. Their defense picked up and they stopped them. And that's the name of the game. They won the game. And Dax has proved this time and time again that he has a problem in really, truly clutch situations against really good teams. And this is a sign of what's going to happen the rest of the year. They have a big problem. All right, let's see what else I can find to start the morning with. We have a game tonight, the Chiefs and the Chargers. Let's hope it's a little better quality, because like I said, the second half of that game, the Dallas Eagles game, just was, a snooze. So, excuse me. That was a big one, folks. Me. Now Trump and Putin are both blaming Europe for the Ukraine peace profit effort languages. I don't know so much about Europe, but definitely I would blame Putin. And Putin saying if Western troops land in the Ukraine, they would be legitimate targets. He happens to be right. Unless they're wearing Red Crosses or something. The Red Cross, supporting Red Cross or something. I don't know how you figure that out. But yeah, they would be legitimate targets if I was over there. And I was on his side. That's just not smart. So they have to be able to go over and have... They have to go over there and, you know, shoot. Not stand around and guard anything. Now the jobs only added 22,000 jobs in August, and unemployment is the highest it's been in 4 years. Well, you know, 4 years ago, who was in charge? I think Biden just started, so it would have been the responsibility of Trump. This one is his responsibility because of his tariffs and because they've laid off such huge numbers of people. Oh man, this is just, you know, every time you turn around, Trump's appointing a bigot or a racist or something, you know. Israel is just out of control. Musk is going to get a pay package that'll make him a trillionaire, and he doesn't do anything anymore. You know, that's from Tesla, the company he almost buried. RFK doesn't believe in anything. That's just from a drug addict, a delusional moron. So when all this stuff starts to hit, and they don't have the facility, the vaccines or anything to help, and you know it's going to affect the. You know the people in the Pentagon and everything are getting the vaccines, and you know that you're not going to get them. That's all they're trying to do is to keep them away from you. And if it happens to the rest of the world, I saw what it did to this country. You know, I mean, you could set off small bombs and you wouldn't hit anybody because nobody was here. Everybody was hiding because they were so scared of this disease. And a couple people in our building died. You know, older my age. You know. My wife doesn't believe in the vaccines either, so, you know. She thinks all her problems are due to the vaccine. I can't find any good stories to talk. I can't come up with any good stories. Alright, let me see something else here. Let's try this. And see if we can come up with something here. Yeah, this is, you know, Trump is, he wants he thinks it's all about the interest rates, but the interest rates just allow him to borrow money that he has no intention of paying back. This is just so bad. So much bullshit going on. What's he supposedly... Yeah, his tariffs are blaming the unemployment and everything on, you know, which is quite possible. I mean, he's he's a complete what happened? Oh, he's a completely nut job. I mean, he doesn't. I don't think he knows anything. I mean, I think he's just lucky, and he's bullied people, and he's used other people's money. Okay, that should be interesting. Trump wants the Defense Department to be renamed Department of War. That's just wonderful. Goresh, the judge, Justice Goresh, is making stupid remarks again. They're all doing that. I don't understand any of that, you know. Now this gerrymandering is going on, you know, so that Trump can win without having to really run. And there are fights with that and with a lot of different states. I think that's bullshit. I think it shouldn't be done arbitrarily like that whenever they feel like doing it just because things are wrong. You know, and they want something else to happen. Now you have the DOJ supposedly accidentally pushed Epstein survivors to speak out. They're going to speak no matter what, all right? Oh, what's this? Jean Pirro wants all violent teens off D.C. streets. Well, I can't read. I don't understand what this is all about. Oh, this kid that went nuts showing up on parole with a rifle and everything else. It's violated everything on national television. Jesus, these people are stupid, you know? Of course they're going to do whatever the hell they want. Come on, people. And then, what was it? Senator Warren asked RFK Jr., how can you be that ignorant? That's just absolutely the easiest question to answer, because he's that stupid. He's fried his brain with he's like Musk, you know. He thinks ketamine and all these drugs are just so cool. Oh man. I guess that's it for today. You know, it's just the same old Epstein shit, and you know, everybody blaming everybody else instead of looking for the answers. I mean, I've seen government act like this before, but I haven't seen them come up with have a idiot for a president since I was never saw it. You know, I mean, I saw two presidents while they were in office have serious problems about, well, three actually. Eisenhower, Nixon was just an idiot, got caught, and Reagan, whose mind went slowly towards the end of his term. Nobody really wanted to do anything about it because he was so popular. All right, that's it for me today, folks. Don't forget to subscribe. You guys are really helping me out. Making me look good, and that makes that's hard to do. Look at me. How do you make something like this look good? All right, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow with the results of today's game and some discussions about the rest of the weekend, NFL-wise and everything. I still have no plans to come in Sunday. Let's see, niece is here. My niece? I think she's a niece. She's my niece by marriage and she's here from Switzerland or Sweden, whatever that is. I get the countries confused. I said that yesterday. But she's here, and I'll be spending time with her, I think. I know I'm going to be there tomorrow with her, so y'all take care, and I'll see you later. All right? Take care. Don't forget to subscribe.